The MVP has had an incredible playoff run, 30-plus points in 11 playoff games this postseason. Let's hear from Shai.
Shh. Shai's talking.
From the beginning of the rebuild to now, you and Sam always seem to be sort of on the same page with what the plan was. Can you just explain maybe how that level of understanding between you guys got your team here?
Yes, Sam's always been honest and upfront with me from day one. I think that helped our relationship right away. You don't get that very often, especially that early. He seemed like a guy I can trust, and he's been that, and I just try to be the same back to him. Nothing more than just two guys with good character, trusting each other, and have one common goal in mind.
Over here, standing on the left.
Jared McCain, I'm the NBA player correspondent. I'm big into the mental side of basketball, of sports, of life, and visualization, meditation, and stuff I do every day. And I just want to know, what do you do on the mental side of it to stay prepared, stay focused in these high-pressure situations?
Good question. I completely plug out. I turn my TV off so there's no basketball highlights going. I don't watch basketball. I just spend time with my family, my friends, and I try to remove myself completely from basketball because it just consumes so much of my life and my day. And then when it's time to plug back into it, I'm eager to get back into it. I missed it. So yeah, I just try to find a balance of plugging it in and out of it.
Over on the right, second row.
Shai, Tim Reynolds with the AP. You guys have obviously handled your business very professionally this year, but you also have a lot of fun. The way you guys play for one another. Do you think it's going to be difficult to keep that sense of fun, even though you're now playing for the title? It's the finals. It's the big stage. How will you guys stay true to who you are in this huge environment?
Yeah, I don't think we have a choice. Staying true to who we are is the reason why we're here, and we'd be doing ourselves a disservice if we changed or tried to be something we're not. Once we got here, we've had success doing so, and if we want to keep having success, we have to be who we are. And it's organic, so it's nothing we have to think about or force. It just is who we are, no matter the moment.
Michael up front.
Shai, Michael Grange from Rogers Sportsnet. Congratulations on the MVP.
Thank you.
There's four of you guys here this week. Yourself, Lou, Andrew, Ben, and maybe just briefly what it kind of says about Canadian basketball, what it's going to be like battling against, friends, teammates, and just when you look at your season and Steve Nash's legacy, where do you think what you've done builds on that?
Sorry, Mike. The first question
was just what it's like going to be battling against
yes.
and with friends at a stage like this.
Yeah, it'll be fun. Like you said, playing with those guys. I played against Andrew when I was 9 years old. It's been an amazing journey, and to see him having success, my own success, obviously Lou's success, Ben's success, it's special. It's hard to even wrap your head around just kids that, there's so many kids that played in the same games that we played, and for us to make it to this stage is a testament to our hard work, our character, people around us that help us get here, and it's been a blessing. It's been super fun. And then what do you say about Steve?
On the follow-up, I know he's been a real supporter of yours. We're not going to get into a GOAT debate, but what would it mean to take it to a next level, to win a title, and on top of an NBA MVP season?
Yeah, it would be amazing. Steve, obviously, is a pioneer for Canadian basketball. He started the whole thing, I guess you can say, from the way he plays to the way he carries himself to his approach to the game. I learned so much from Steve, from being a 17-year-old kid in 2 weeks of time, that helped me get here for sure. So the things he's done with Canada basketball in a whole and just push the culture forward has been amazing. And then to win a title on top of everything that's happened this year would be special. I've said this so many times, but I don't play for the individual stuff. I don't play for anything else besides winning. And I never have my whole life. When when I was 9 years old, I played to win an OBA championship. When I was 20 years old, I played to win an SEC championship. And now I'm 26 and want to win an NBA championship. Like, it's always about winning for me.
On your left over here, Joel.
Joel Lorenzi with the Oklahoma. Shai, you told us after Game 7 of the Denver series that you had been nervous in the day or two leading up to it. What are you sort of feeling as the series approaches, and how difficult is it to, as you say, sort of plug in and plug out this week?
Yeah, it's been a little bit different in that situation. Situation I've never been in before, obviously, but it's been fun. As these playoffs go on, you get better in controlling the situations, controlling your emotions. You understand what's coming. But it's been fun. Like, the opportunities here, it's been a long week to wait. It feels like the days have gone slow. But yeah, I figured out how to navigate through all the emotions and the nerves and the waiting process, which is just plug into my loved ones. Try to not think about it so much, stress about it so much, and just enjoy life and stay in the moment.
Fourth row on the right, Vinny.
Shai, Vince Goodwill, Yahoo Sports. You guys have had a historic season so far, 68 wins, the double-digit wins, the road to the finals. Have you had a moment to reflect on being on the doorstep of history in this time since the conference finals have ended? There's a lot of idle time, a lot of time to sit with your thoughts. Do you have a chance to even appreciate getting here, appreciate how dominant this team has been this season?
Honestly, not really. I've been so focused on just game one, trying to be the best version of myself for this group, and try to make sure that we're clicking on all cylinders on the biggest stage of our careers has been the front of my mind, and all I've been really worried about when I do worry about basketball. So yeah, to answer your question, I haven't really taken the time to look back, see all the things we've done, but I will when it's all over for sure.
Dan, last question here on the left side.
Jay, Dan Devine, Yahoo Sports. You guys have faced some fantastic offenses in your road through the Western Conference. Now you deal with the Pacers. What makes them different? What kind of challenges do they pose that are maybe a little bit different from what you've seen so far?
Yeah, like you said, every team has their strengths and their weaknesses. They're a very fast team. I think, above all, they understand how they're playing, and they're very stubborn in their approach, and they kind of grind you with the way they play, and they wear you down. And you don't get here without being a really good team on both ends, and they're that, and we know that coming into the game. But yeah, they're very they know their identity and they stick to it no matter what.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right, so that's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. When you look at the matchup at point guard, obviously this is one of the big factors coming into this series. Shai kind of started slow by his standards anyways in these playoffs, has played incredible. If you look at the numbers, once again, Tyrese Halliburton, he's had his moments. I mean, how do you break this down? They're obviously not going to be playing against each other all the time, but when you look at it, where do you go?
Well, I like what SGA says. They both have to be who they are as far as a team standpoint first. You bring up a good point where SGA has spoiled us so much these last 2 years, getting 30 points, 50 out of 82 games, and just being real consistent. But for me, was the leadership that he allowed J-Dub to explore and remind everybody why he was an all-star this year. Then guys were coming off the bench. Aaron Wiggins, a lot of the casual fan don't understand, he's gotten 40 off the bench. But if you're a superstar that doesn't allow you to flourish like that, you're not a good team. Same thing with Halliburton. No more 2 of 7. You have to stay aggressive. At least give me 10 to 12 attempts because your stat sheet needs to be flirting with the triple-double. When that happens, that means the Indiana Pacers are playing with pace. That means they're getting stops. That means Halliburton's advancing the ball. That means Siakam getting the easy layup. Neesmith and Nembhard's getting wide open threes in the corner. Oh, we talk about their bench. Oh, Thomas Bryant comes off the bench as a center, and he's knocking down threes. So both teams, once again, give you different styles. We know all season long OKC plays a lot of small ball. Some people believe Chet at the 5, SGA at the 1, and didn't put any 3 wing player with those guys. that's the torture chamber because they switch everything defensively and they get those steals and they get out and run. So both point guards have to do what they do. Which one can set the tone early?
Yeah, Tyrese being aggressive is going to be real important. Just 22 points in 2 games. That's over 2 games against OKC during the regular season. But that's just a regular season.
Steph's talking about? That like a tornado to you?
Looks good to me. What's Steph talking about?
Sure. I'm the weatherman at night sometimes.